Surviving infidelity. My 27 male girlfriend, 25 female, and I agreed to let each other do whatever we wanted for our bachelor/bachelorette parties. She ended up having a threesome. My girlfriend and I are getting married next month. We have been pretty excited about it. Planning is over and we have all of the fun stuff happening. A little while back, we discussed what the boundaries are for our parties. We are of the same mindset that we should each be able to do whatever we want during our parties. It seemed to us as the last bit of freedom before marriage. We are purely monogamous. I figured that this meant we'd each go to a strip club or hire strippers or something of that sort. While we said that we could each do whatever we wanted, I didn't expect her to go to crazy. She can be freaky in bed at times, but a lot of our intimacy is vanilla. I've always seen her as a shy, religious girl. For mine, the plan was to buy a ton of alcohol and go to a friend's house, and they were going to hire a stripper. Well, the night came up, we ended up having both of ours on the same night. Mine went exactly according to plan. Kinda early in the night, my girlfriend was texting asking what we were doing. I told her and sent her a video of the stripper dancing on my friend. She thought it was funny. I asked what she was doing. I didn't hear back from her at all, but I did receive a Snapchat. I noticed that she was with two guys. I didn't see her friends anywhere in the picture. I tried asking what she was doing, but I didn't get a text back that night. The next morning, I went over to her place to check on her and see if she was there. I went in and she was laying naked on the bed. I noticed her clothes on the floor. It wasn't how she normally would take them off and lay them down, plus she doesn't sleep naked. I got next to her and woke her up. I could tell she was still hungover. She was silent for a minute. I finally asked her what happened the night before. She still wasn't answering. Finally, she said, "So don't be mad, you said I could do anything." She started explaining and said, her and her friends went to a bar. She saw two cute guys that were flirting with her and buying her drinks. She ended up letting them take her to her place to hang out, and they eventually had a threesome with her. She explained that she knew it sounded crazy, but that I shouldn't be mad at her. I didn't know what to say. She reminded me that we spoke before and said nothing at all was off limits. I explained that I didn't know it meant that she would do this. She explained that she didn't see this as cheating, as it was our anything goes night. She said she would never cheat on me or do anything like this again. I explained that I didn't think that anything meant having sex with someone else since we were both committed to a monogamous relationship. It was just a one-night thing that we had already talked about. I agreed that she was right, but admitted to her that I was still hurt by it. She didn't seem to understand why I was hurt. I told her that I needed to leave and think about all of it. Since then, I have texted her some. I'm just not sure what to do at this point. She is right, we did talk about it beforehand, and I agreed that she could do anything. I just didn't know that she actually would do anything, especially have a three-way. I want to forgive her. I don't want to seem like I'm going back on what I said, but at the same time, I feel like she really tested me by doing that. Should I ask her for a free pass for myself? What should I do? Now for the top advice. Please don't marry this person. Being a freak in the sheets shouldn't be reserved for random men she meets at the bar but for her husband. No, BS, anything would include murdering someone. Or getting a full face tattoo. No, she ruined everything. I cannot see how you can possibly marry her. Sorry. Also, how the hell did you guys have an anything goes conversation? Did she bring it up? What the hell kind of girlfriends does she hang out with? If she brought it up, she definitely has no plans to stay faithful to OP at all. He needs to leave as they had the talk about anything goes, but OP didn't think about having intercourse with anyone else. The girlfriend definitely isn't religious nerdy type, probably putting on a mask so he is always going to worship the ground she walks on, but the moment he leaves for work, or has to go to somewhere for a few days, that's when she'll show her freaky side to random men at bars. 100% testing what she can and can't get away with, to see if she can walk all over you. If she's been the shy nerdy religious girl, but the moment you're out drinking with by herself or with friends, and is flirty with anyone or won't talk to you, I would be extremely concerned. Also, I believe the term is that someone who's drunk does what they are thinking when they're sober. I'm sorry but this woman is gaslighting you. She is trying to reason her cheating because anything goes. I'd dig further, because maybe she had it planned all along. You guys never discussed her plans, although you discussed yours with her. This is why communication is key in a relationship. Yep, OP, I bet if you do a little digging you will find out that she has known these two guys for a while. It probably was not a coincidence that they just met. I know that it's painful, but keep us updated. Now for the next story. Ex-fiancé's 2-month affair with a co-worker. Together 8 years, engaged 1.5 years, D-Day was a month ago. Doing better, but it still sucks. Sorry for the long story and rant. I just wanted to tell someone. My now ex-fiancé, 29 female, and I, 29 male, met in 2012 while going to college together. 2 years later, she moved in with me and we're both still in college at this point. In 2017, I started grad school and was pretty busy most of the time. She played on co-ed teams all the time and played multiple sports. She started constantly playing sports with a male friend, and I didn't think anything of it. She started to become distant and acting out of character. My gut was telling me something else was going on, so I went through her phone while she was asleep and found screenshots that she took of conversations between her and this guy. The actual messages were deleted, but she took screenshots of bits of it for some strange reason. I guess to look back on them? At this point she was having an emotional affair with this person, and I called her out on it. She was super remorseful and I shamelessly took her back, after 2 weeks of thinking it over. She ended things immediately with the affair partner, and never hesitated to communicate and work on herself and our relationship. The thought was always there in my mind of what she did, but she hadn't done anything after this to make me question our relationship. We got engaged in September 2019, the wedding planned for May 2020, which got delayed and eventually cancelled in October of 2020 due to COVID, and because we were just going to do something small. October of 2020, she starts working late randomly, staying out with girlfriends. She changes all her passwords. She's texting constantly and her phone is attached to her hip. I ask for the password and she give it, so I thought none the wiser. But a couple days later the password is different. She starts doing things totally out of character that throw immediate red flags to the first time she cheated in 2017. I confronted her twice at the end of October, and the end of November, asking what is going on or am I being insecure. She lies to my face and says nothing is wrong. That she can't wait to marry me soon. My gut is still telling me she is hiding something. I eventually get into her laptop and that's where I see screenshots, thanks Google Photos, of conversations she's having with a coworker, totally different person than the first time, if that wasn't clear. I check her location history, which is something I never did before. On her late work nights and girls' nights, she's at some house 20 minutes from her work. My heart dropped, and that's when everything clicked and her behavior made sense. That day when I found out, she said she had to work late again, so I sent her a picture of what I found and she came home immediately. We argued, talked, and I told her to leave. She admitted to the physical affair, then she left for the weekend to her parents. Over the weekend, I thought that maybe we could work it out again. We did it once, we can do it again. I talked to her parents who were divorced due to her dad's affair. I talked to her sister, who cheated on her now husband, and they worked things out and have 2 kids. Her sister told me that all of my ex-fiancé's relationships have ended because she cheats. Of course, no one was going to tell me this while dating, but would have been nice to know after the first time she cheated. She came back on Monday and we talked. I laid out my terms and she didn't agree. She wanted terms for me too. She said that it would hurt to end that friendship with the affair partner. That working together and having lunch every day brought them close together over the years she's been working there. That she had to do what she had to do to be happy. That she told the affair partner that she loved him. That affair partner listened and talks to her. That the affair partner would let her have everything I wouldn't. Her strongest example of this is a dog. A freaking dog. We live in an apartment, and both work and aren't home for 12 hours. I was not going to cage a dog for 12 hours. So, I told her once we have a backyard, she can have whatever dog she wanted. Like seriously? From the grapevine I heard the affair partner already had an engagement ring for her. She was so deep in the fog, and even today, I think she is. She was so smug and rude about it. No true remorse like the first time. It hurt to see her act this way. I thought I knew her. It just hurts. It just sucks. I thought I knew what my future was going to be. Things were planned and timelines started. And now I'm just lost. I take it day by day. It sucks being alone after having someone there for 8 years. I think that's the hardest thing for me, being alone. I made her my priority, even above myself, and now I don't know what to do with myself. All the memories, all the things, all the support, all the adventures, just wasted because she couldn't talk to me. She's moved out and we haven't had contact for about 2 to 3 weeks now. Every day is getting easier, but the waves still come, though not as strong. I've blocked her where needed, Got tested and am redecorating my apartment. I know her cheating isn't my fault, but there are always things I could have worked on to better myself, and perhaps the relationship could have gone differently. But it's over now, and that's all that matters. I've picked up mountain biking and am taking my golf game more seriously since I can't play hockey. I have a great support group of friends and family. I'm going to use the time during shutdown to reflect and move on and better myself so once a vaccine is available widespread, I can be ready to date again. It still just sucks. It is what it is. Now for the top advice. Wow, a whole family of cheaters. Imagine the cheating stories they can swap during family gatherings. The family gatherings will be interesting, if the cheated partners would be there too. The affair partner has an engagement ring. For a woman he knows cheated on her previous fiancé? Oh, that's a real genius. Right? Guess they're hoping for greener grass without me in the picture. Oh, don't worry, he'll learn the hard way just who she really is, when he catches her in bed with the next guy because she's bored of him. It's been said before and I'll say it again, better you find out now, than after you're married or have kids. Obviously, she is not the person you fell in love with. I am very sorry you are hurting, but look at this as a blessing. A bullet dodged and the opportunity to discover new hobbies/passions. It is a bullet dodged. Like you said, not married, no kids, no shared assets. We got most of the wedding money refunded. It could have been much worse if we were married and this all happened. Now for the last story. I, 29 male, caught my wife, 30 female, at another man's house she met on Tinder. This happened over Christmas where my wife and I split our vacation visiting our parents. That way, where we both could see each other's parents who live in neighboring states, and get a bit of alone time at the house. During my wife's alone time while I'm on the other side of the country, she visited someone's house. The night she did it, I could feel something was weird in my gut. I video called for her to show me our dogs as we normally would every night. She claimed her brand new phone wasn't working. Then I asked for at least a picture, she sent me an old one, and I could tell because our dog was groomed. At this point I was furious, calling her over and over about 20 times until I gave up. After 30 minutes she calls me acting tired, because she said she was simply going to sleep. After catching her in a number of other stupid lies over the course of 20 minutes, I finally got her to confess what she did. She says nothing happened, and as soon as I called, she left. She's claiming she only went over to talk to someone because she was lonely. She knows the implications of Tinder, and claims that intercourse wouldn't have happened if I didn't call. I have been suffering from depression for a little over 2 years now. This is a major blow to my self-esteem, as I've put on a lot of weight since. We've been trying to work through this as well, but I feel a sense of being trapped. I worked and put her through law school, and since then, she has been working to get me through school. I'm a year and a half away. I always imagined she'd be the mother of my kids because she is smart and beautiful, but now, I feel lost and hopeless. If I leave, I don't expect her to help me through school, and I would be moving back in with my parents where my depression will absolutely get worse because they are miserable. All the lies, even when I had her cornered, make me feel like I can never trust her again. Today I asked what he looked like, and he were taller and skinnier than me. She even was honest that he was better looking than me. He's a dentist as well, and I am simply a student at the moment. I thought it might make me feel better, but holy crap did it make me feel 10 times worse. I don't know what to do. Now for the top advice. Honestly, she shouldn't even be on Tinder, that's ridiculous. Don't trust her. Be very careful. I've been on the same side of this sort of thing, and while I'm very happy now, I lost out in many aspects. I put my ex through physician assistant school, helped her in studying, support her by paying for classes and let her focus, for MCATs, moved to a different part of the country when she got into medical school, and then 3/4 through, I was out. I never paid, but would have paid for an annulment as I was the one working. I expected to go back to school at some point, as I only had an associate's degree, but never got any support or money from her once split. She was even nice enough to leave me to pay for some gifts to her boyfriend. She's using you, actually see several lawyers. As many as you can, to block her from being able to find a good one. They can't take her as a customer if they spoke with you first. Figure out what is important to you. Add a few things you would like, and a few things to give up in talks. Make sure a few of the things she really wants are on your give up list. Even though you sound young, make sure you get a retirement IRA funded, and now. Get tested for STDs, be careful moving forward, Document, document, document. Best of luck. Forgot to mention, I am so happy where my life is now. It's not without major headaches, but it's turned out really good. I have 2 wonderful sons I could not be more proud of for different reasons, and a few of the same. They are both great young men. Some aspects have sucked because I need to get a graduate degree, my money and my family's time, but I like to think we are stronger for it. You have stated these facts. Your wife has Tinder profile. Your wife met someone from Tinder and went to their place. Your wife lied to you about it. It's irrelevant what happened at that Tinder date's place. Time to contact a divorce lawyer and start the healing process. Maybe find a good therapist. And when you are ready, get back into the dating world. There are paths to this working out somewhere other than divorce, but they're impossible as long as she's in full-on denial and gaslighting mode. You leave now before you become a dentist and owe her support. I don't see a mention of kids. Talk to a lawyer and leave her. Dogs man. He has to take the dogs. And that's it for this video guys. If you have thoughts to share, leave a comment below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you like this content. I'll catch you in the next one. Good day everyone.